In today's video, I'm going to talk about you doing cardio and why you need to do cardio if you want to stay lean, but also you want to get lean. That's because when you do cardio, you are going to be able to put yourself in a deeper, in a more bigger calorie deficit. So let's say I'm dieting and I cut out 500 calories, but then I'm also doing cardio about 3 days a week. That's an extra 1,500 calories, 500 calories each cardio session that I burn to put me more in a deficit, which is going to have me lose a pound of, not even a pound a week, but a pound every few days because I'm speeding up the calorie deficit by taking away 500 calories on my diet and then burning calories within the gym, which is speeding up the weight loss process. But then it also helps you stay lean in because a lot of people could get lean. You can cut out everything in the world. You can cut out all the sugary bullshit. You can cut out whatever it is. But you're not going to do that forever. You're not going to do that forever. You're going to do that for 3 months of a period of time. And then when you get lean, you want to reintroduce those things to your life. Hanging out with friends, having a cheat meal or some pizza or whatever the hell it is, right? So what cardio is going to do when you get lean is going to keep you lean because the better you are at cardio, the more calories you're going to burn, which is going to keep you out of a surplus. So let's say if I want to have a pizza Friday and then I burn 2,000 calories before Friday. Now when I have that pizza, I'm not in the surplus because I put myself in a deficit early on in the week. So when I have that pizza, I'm not gaining and I'm not adding any weight. So let's say that vacation. You want to go on vacation and it's a whole week of you eating like bullshit on vacation. You're going to be eating in the surplus. You're going to be eating all types of shit. You let loose. You have the drinks, you have whatever. Let's say now you're a person that only lifts weights and doesn't do cardio. Lifting weights only burns about 300 calories in an hour, right? It doesn't, if you're lucky, it doesn't burn that much. But cardio, especially if you're fit at it and you're real good at cardio, you can burn between 600, 800, 1,000 calories within an hour. So a person that comes back from vacation that lifts weights, in order for that person to get rid of that 2 pounds that they put on, they're going to have to put themselves in an extreme calorie deficit to get back, to get rid of that vacation weight. So now that person comes back from vacation eating like shit already, right? Eating like shit. Comes back and then has to turn that off and then put themselves in a calorie deficit so they can lose the 1 pound, 2 pound that they put on. They already was in the habit of eating like shit, so it can spiral into them gaining more weight because now they're eating more than they're burning because they don't do cardio, which burns more calories than lifting weights. But you have somebody that comes back from vacation, was eating like shit, gained 2 pounds. That person doesn't have to do anything different because that person does cardio. That person keeps themselves out of a surplus in their day-to-day life by doing cardio. So when they come back from vacation, Monday they do cardio, Tuesday they do cardio, burn 800 calories. Wednesday they do cardio, burn calories. So they keep themselves out of a surplus naturally, so they're gonna lose that 2 pounds naturally. So now the problem I see with people that don't like cardio is because cardio is very mentally engaging. When you're lifting weights, you're only engaging your mind for about 40 seconds to a minute at a time, which is easy. You can push for 40 seconds to a minute. People can push. You know what I mean? That's over. Whew. But when you're doing cardio, and you're doing cardio for 30 minutes, nothing's keeping you moving, burning calories, but your mind. And what this does is this causes a lot of people to feel uncomfortable doing cardio, or they don't want to do cardio because it's uncomfortable, because it's mentally draining. But the benefits of you doing cardio are bigger than, or they're worth it, getting past that mental hurdle. That's why nobody likes cardio, because of that. And honestly, I like cardio because of that. I like cardio because it's the mental challenge. So if you're a person that doesn't like the mental challenge of doing cardio that comes with it, then I can see how it's going to be a difficult way of you doing that. You know, that person doing cardio. But if you can get past that mental resistance, right? I remember when I first started doing cardio, because I'm new to cardio. I'm about, let's say I've been working out for aesthetics for 9 years. I started doing cardio 3 years in. Yeah, right? So about 3 years in, and that's when I got lean, right? So I would run a mile, right? Running a mile. Whew, for like a minute and a half. Mind starts talking to me, saying, this is difficult, this is hard. I'll be like, fuck this shit, I'll walk. Walk for like, after 2 minutes of doing that, walk for like a minute. And it's like, I gotta get back on it. You know, I gotta get back pushing. So I run after a minute of walking. So now I'm 3 minutes in, running a mile. Same thing. Ooh, this is tough. Like that, just the mental hurdle of trying to get over, to push myself to do a mile. Man, I remember I remember those days, and now I do 4 miles, 3 miles in one shot. I did 6 miles the other day, one shot. You know, because I build my way up towards it. So I know like the mental and mind game that goes on when somebody is trying to do cardio. Okay. So now, how do we get to the point to where before that, I do want to say this too before I bring this up. So the amount of calories that you're able to burn within an hour depends upon your fitness level. So the more fit that you get over the course of doing cardio, the more calories that you burn, because you'll be able to push faster, you'll be able to push harder, and you'll be able to go longer. Like I said in that the mile example, me switching paces back and forth from running to walking to running to walking to running to walking, from me now just running 4 miles straight through, I burn more calories running 4 miles straight through, because I'm going longer, I'm going faster, and I'm pushing harder over the course of a duration of a longer time. So I'm burning more calories in a short amount of time. Hope that wasn't confusing. So based upon your fitness level is how many calories you're going to be able to burn. So we want to be able to get ourselves to be more fit so we can burn more calories and we can get to the point to where we get to the body we want, but also we want to be able to stay lean. We want to get that out the way. So now, how do we build ourselves up into becoming more fit? I say this, and this is how I did it. I say it's the push-up method. So the push-up method is basically, you want to challenge yourself 1 or 2 levels above what you can do every time you do cardio. So, for example, if I'm on a bike and I could do the bike on level 6, I could do the bike on level 6. Now I'm going to do the bike on level 7. As long as I can. Then go back down to 6 and then finish the workout. And then what's going to happen is the next time you get on, 7 is going to be your baseline, is going to be easier. So you're going to start off at 7 now. And then when you're on 7, go to 8, push to 8. and then for as long as you can do, and then push back down when you can't do it no more. So by you basically just pushing up every time you do cardio, your body will adjust to it, and that new level, whether it's the Stairmaster, whether it's the treadmill, whether it's the bicycle, that when you push up, that's going to become your new baseline. And the fact that your body, it 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 adapted to that, it adapted to that new level, your body's going to be stronger and you're going to be able to push harder and you're going to be burning more calories. So another example is just like the treadmill. Start off walking for 30 minutes. Then when that becomes easy, walk on an incline 5.0 for 30 minutes. And then when that becomes easy, walk on an incline for 10.0 for 30 minutes. Then when that becomes easy, 15.0. Then when that becomes easy, okay, now I'm going to jog for a half a mile, try to get to a half a mile for 30 minutes. And then you just keep on inching and you keep on pushing up. And as your body adjusts to every inch that you push up, you're going to be becoming more fit and you're going to be able to do cardio longer. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to post another video on the screen if you want to up your fitness knowledge. I also do personalized coaching, so you can email me, and I'll catch you guys in the next